Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo and I am streaming this live into this YouTube channel, and I'm about to say something that I've talked about briefly in the past, and I really need to talk to you about it now. As you likely very well know, I now have a few YouTube channels, and not necessarily by choice. I started on YouTube back in 2006, and some of my first videos were just kind of silly, stupid, fun things, like trying sodas that I'd never tried before, trying foods that I'd never tried before, playing around in public and doing fun things. And then that slowly evolved into doing a lot of videos right around tech. But even then, as I was doing daily live videos and streaming them on Ustream at live.pirillo.com, some of the topics had nothing to do with technology. But just submitted Q&A from the community, and it was easy to do. It was fun to do. Over time, though, YouTube's kind of changed the rules, and I don't mind that. It's just that I have to accommodate it. So I am not admitting defeat. In fact, I'm doing just the opposite. I'm rolling forward and doing something that I think is going to make a lot of people happy. We launched Geek Lifestyles, this YouTube channel, which is now youtube.com/LockerGnome, my classic channel, youtube.com/Chris Pirillo. This channel was launched specifically around the patron campaign, aka my super nomies. More information at chrispirillo.com. It's the only reason TLDR continues to exist today in its current form. I don't really plan on changing that. It's a good formula. People like it. They enjoy listening to it as a podcast if they're not watching the video, if they're not interacting live. But for quite some time, I've been at this crossroads. And this is mildly frustrating because I want to share a lot of things with you. In fact, I probably overshare. I experimented with a handful of videos in the classic channel, like showing you the kind of beer that I was trying, or new foods that I was trying, snack foods, fast foods, fun foods, different foods, or anything that I might get, including Star Wars figures, like this one. This is the 6-inch Black Series Bosk, sent to me by DorksideToys.com. So the title of this video is likely something like, I am going to be launching a separate Star Wars channel. That's the news. I really don't have much of a choice, because I realize that a lot of the people who might want to listen to me are listening to me for one topic. They may appreciate the various things that I do, but they're interested specifically in one topic. And sometimes on YouTube, it's very difficult to do all the things that you want to do in one channel. It's the reason why, ultimately, we pushed the Pirillo vlogs into their own channel. That's going like gangbusters. I'm very happy about that. Vlogger Fair now going into its third year. The classic channel, I've been trying to figure out, what am I going to do with it? And I thought, geek hauls would work, because I enjoy doing those. Or, the show and tell type of videos, or, those types of videos. And I'm not sure if that's really the answer. Is going to be, bearing fruit, I guess, from this point forward. What am I trying to say? Now that I've babbled for 3 minutes. I'm going to start again. You know what? I know there are just two people watching this, but I'm going to edit out at the top, because I got to get this right. Hello, all my nomies and super nomies. You're watching a live video streamed into this channel, youtube.com/LockerGnome, not to be confused with youtube.com/Chris Pirillo or youtube.com/C/Pirillo Vlogs. YouTube changed the URL hierarchy, and you can't get usernames directly anymore. Anyway, that's not the point, but it kind of is, because I really hate setting up new YouTube channels. I do, but I really don't have a choice, because as much as you may appreciate me for the things that I share and the various insight that I might have, that's a fart. Let me try it again. I'll get this right. See, this is behind the scenes, so I'll be fine. Even though, obviously, this is not a CPU. This video is going to go public intentionally. Hello, my nomies and super nomies. You've tuned into a live video. Now, I don't know if you've watched it live or if you're watching it after it's live. Either way, you're watching me, and I appreciate that. I've been on YouTube for quite some time, and my original channel, youtube.com/Chris Pirillo now, it is not Chris Pirillo now, it's just Chris Pirillo now, is like a hodgepodge of things. The first videos I ever uploaded to the channel were all over the map. Of course, I guess I rose in popularity because I hate this. I gotta try it again. Sorry, people. Because this is going. I gotta edit it out for YouTube. Hello, my nomies and my super nomies. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching this video as it's streamed live into this channel. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you today, all about the. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna roll with it. Man. Hello, my nomies and my super nomies, aka the patrons. More information on how you can support my various endeavors over at chrispirillo.com. I wanted to talk to you today about life. I am not going to coach you through anything. It's really not the goal for this particular video. The title of this video is something along the lines of, I am going to be creating a separate Star Wars channel. I've probably needed to do this for quite some time. It's not that I want to. I don't. But I can't cram the things that I want to do, all the things, into a single channel. I'm one person. That's my focus. The things that I love and am interested in. But unfortunately, when it comes to channels on YouTube, or even social channels in general, people tend to follow topics, not necessarily the people who are interested in those topics. Now, yes, they are hand in hand in a certain degree. But no, that sounded stupid too. Screw it. If I'm going back and editing it, I'm doing it the right way. We're at what? 6:30, 6:40. Hello, my nomies and my super nomies, aka the patrons. Starting at just $2 a month, you can get tons of bonuses, like all the things that I don't normally do for everybody anymore, because I can't. There are a lot of things that I do want to do. In fact, that's kind of the topic of this particular video. The title of the video is likely something along the lines of, I am going to be creating a separate Star Wars channel, and this is probably going to make a lot of people happy. The people who are happy about this are likely the people who do not like Star Wars, because I've mixed it in with everything else. I can't help it. It's me. I'm the focus. And that's good if you really only want certain things from me. And YouTube has not made it easy. They make it easy. They haven't made it easy. I'm not editing this. I want to say live. Hello, my nomies and my super nomies. Thank you for your support. ChrisPirillo.com is where you can get tons of bonuses every single day, including videos that don't go out to the public. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, watching all the videos that we're doing for you across every one of our channels. And that's really kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today. I'm really not a fan of setting up another YouTube channel or other social channels because it gets tedious. And I realize that a lot of the stuff gets lost in the noise of multiple channels. But unfortunately, I have to. I can't just be Chris Pirillo in one place. It's impossible. YouTube doesn't make it easy. I mean, it'd be great if I had an overarching theme, and that's the way YouTube wants me to be. They want me to be this one thing, and I can't be that one thing. It's the reason why when we took our Pirillo vlogs out of my classic channel and moved them over into their separate channel, they're doing substantially better there. And that's great. That's awesome. So I'm thinking I need to go further with that. Now, nothing as you've experienced it here, at least right now, will change. I will still be doing TLDR for everybody. That will exist largely as a podcast. The live bonuses and everything go to the patrons. Because, you know, honestly, without them, I wouldn't be able to do TLDR at all. So I'm happy about that decision. I need to take the idea of carving myself up further, one step further. And I think this is going to make a lot of people happy because there are people out there who just do not care about Star Wars. They only want to talk about technology. And I don't. I don't just want to talk about tech. There are times that I want to talk about this awesome food that I had, or this awesome drink that I had, or this awesome toy that I got. Where does all that stuff go? I can't shove it into one channel because it's so diverse. And that's great. I like having so many interests. I like being myself, this dad, this kidult, this person with many interests. But Star Wars is just so strong It's strong in my family. Too strong, some might say. Am I making any sense? I'm trying it again. I gotta make this way more terse. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, not sorry. Hello, my nomies and my super nomies, aka the patrons. They're getting all sorts of bonuses, like being able to tune into all my live streams every day. We do what, like 3 or 4, and then the videos that I don't make public for everybody. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do TLDR, and that continues forward in this channel. Why am I bringing up the topic of Star Wars in this channel? Well, because A, it interests me, and B, because I am kind of being forced to create a separate channel. It's not that I want to. I really genuinely don't. I did not want to create a separate channel for anything, but I have to. And I know it's frustrating, and it's confusing, and it's maddening, but if you could just take your frustration with how I'm trying to do things and amplify it by 10, that is the frustration that's in my brain right now. Actually, amplify it by Google. And the reason why I have to make the decisions I feel I have to make, this decision process is largely based on knowing that the way YouTube categorizes channels is typically by topic, not by person. So, because Star Wars and my interest and fascination with Star Wars is so strong, sometimes it can be a bit overbearing and almost overshadow the other areas of relative geekiness that I might have in my life. So when I talk about technology trends in TLDR, you may only be interested in tech industry trends. That may be it. You don't care about Star Wars. I want to make it a better experience for you. So that's why I may continue to talk about Star Wars and TLDR if I find news fascinating. But in terms of general Star Wars related content, you know what? I think the time is now. I am just overjoyed with talking about Star Wars. It's the only thing right now that, it's exciting. It's fun for me. And technology, as much as I find it fascinating, technology is a series of tools. Star Wars is more of a series of toys. So really, they're not mutually exclusive. But when it comes to organizing content on YouTube, I'm talking too much. Gotta make it short. Hello, my nomies and my super nomies. I'm streaming this live, as I do most of the videos here in this channel, Geek Lifestyles. Now, LockerGnome. That's what YouTube made it. It's youtube.com/LockerGnome. I know. My classic channel used to be youtube.com/LockerGnome. Now my classic channel is youtube.com/Chris Pirillo. And we have our vlogs in a separate channel. That's 3 channels. My wife has her own channel. Well, that's 4, but that's not really mine. And yes, I'm talking about creating another YouTube channel. And potentially another one beyond that. I'm frustrated, and I know other people are frustrated too, but let me explain to you why I kind of have to, and I think life is going to get better because of it, despite it being a slight administrative nightmare. Because YouTube tends to organize not on personality, but really focus. And there are certain topics, broader topics, that have a lot more flexibility. For example, gaming. Well, what does that mean? If you play games. You can play a lot of games. There's a lot of games you can play, but it's primarily gaming. So if you publish a video into that channel that's a gaming channel that has nothing to do with gaming, it may not be received as well. This is my frustration, because Chris Pirillo is a Venn diagram of interests, and we may cross over, our bubbles may intersect, and you may also be interested in the same things I'm interested in, and you may be interested in all the things I'm interested in. But I know that over the past few years, Star Wars has become a dominant topic in my life. It's an interest point. It's something that I'm just a fan of, and I want to do more of it. And I've been sitting on things for quite some time because, quite honestly, I just know that by serving them up to an existing community who may only be interested in technology or vlogs, those videos could be going to a community that's really interested in that topic. So I understand that my YouTube channels need to be more focused on one topic. This is what I'm telling you. This is one of the reasons why the particular channel that you're watching right now, did I say particular? I meant to say particular. This is largely focused on live videos that aren't edited. That's the focus. Typically geeky. Hey, it's geek lifestyle. So TLDR is pretty much the main focus of this channel. We also stream the CPU behind the scenes videos into this channel. The Q&A bonus videos go into this channel. Any kind of live shows that I might do with other geeks might go into this channel. It's separated. It's completely separated. The classic channel, I've kind of been struggling with what to do with that channel for quite some time because I just have so many things that I want to do. And now, this is what's interesting to me, I'm not going to turn into a car reviews channel, I swear. But the car reviews that I'm doing now seem to be doing rather well. They've been received with open arms. People are fascinated by them. They're just doing, I think, amazingly better than any other video that I've done recently, specifically in that channel, and I expect them to grow over time. But I don't want to turn it into a car reviews channel. It's not what I want to do. I have no other place for it. I'm not going to launch a separate car reviews channel, I swear, because I have no idea how long I'm going to be doing that. But as far as that channel goes, as I learn more about what the community wants from me, knowing where that value exists, knowing what I can offer my patrons and what I can offer the public so that it's a good balance between the two, I'm inching towards something that is a lot more focused, probably a lot more informative, and I think that's something that everyone will appreciate. For example, like 7 reasons why I like my Apple Watch. That would go in a classic channel because it's edited and it would be punchy. Or 7 reasons why Google loves Apple. You know, that it's because I understand, for better or for worse, that audience seems to only be interested in technology. Okay, that's great. I can serve that. I can address that. Maybe not at the clip that I was able to before, because YouTube changes algorithms all the time. So let me explain something to you. The broken sub box that people complain about is not actually broken necessarily. I mean, it is broken. But if I publish 5 videos in a week, and one video is about Star Wars, and one video is about piece of hardware, and another video is about a comic book, and another video is about a toy, and so on and so on. It's a mishmash of things, and you might be interested in me and my perspective on all those things. That's great. But that's not how people subscribe to YouTube or even follow on social. They're interested in topics, not necessarily people. I'm not going to be offended by that, but it's true. Just think about your own patterns and behaviors. So if you stop watching videos in a channel because most of the content being produced in that channel doesn't interest you, you stop watching the channel and that stops showing up in the sub box. So I understand this, and I'm going to do my best to remain myself and do what it is that I can do and do it in a better way. But also play by those rules. So in order to be as prolific as I am, because I love doing video. I love talking. I really genuinely do. In order to do that, I have to carve out channels by topic. And it's not something I wanted to do because it's just going to be a nightmare to manage. But for better or for worse, I think it's going to do a world of wonders for engagement across the board. Now, what this means is I can still publish 5 videos in a week, but those 5 videos may spread across 5 different channels. Because you may not be interested if I do a Star Wars channel. When, I don't have a name for it yet. I got to come up with a name. I can't violate copyright or anything like that. I may hold up a contest around that. I'm thinking through what I might be able to do to come up with a name. And that's something that I think has longevity. So I don't want to do something. I don't want to set something up unless I knew it had longevity. I knew I wanted to do TLDR in a long-form video construct. And to do that, I needed a separate channel. This would be it, the Geek Lifestyles YouTube channel. Star Wars is just, there's too much of it, I think, unfortunately, for a lot of the people who might want to listen to my perspective on techie type of news. So I'm just learning by how the community responds to various things. Like I said, though, the car reviews are just a complete anomaly. I don't understand that. I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. So I'm probably going to be doing more YouTube channels. And I don't want to. And I know people say, focus on one thing. Dude, I'm interested in all the things. Oh, look at this. This is a cool product. Oh, look at this. It's a great toy. Oh, look at this. It's an awesome tool. I can't stick it in one place anymore. YouTube doesn't like that. Subscribers don't like that. And I respect you too much. I really genuinely do. So it's about serving you as a general community, and I don't necessarily, know how well it's going to play out. It's not that I want to split the audience. I don't want to split the community. If anything, I'd rather deal with a smaller community across the board. I'd rather have a smaller community on, watching the vlogs, and a smaller community watching tech stuff, and a smaller community watching Star Wars stuff, rather than lumping all those people together, and the interest may not be crossed over at all. So, hopefully what I'm speaking through gives you a fair amount of understanding as to why I've arrived at this decision. I don't know how well it's going to work. I know that doing TLDR to this point has been great, if only because of the patrons. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. I can't get sponsors on a regular clip, and so I'm happy to give people bonus stuff. Love doing that. Like I said, I love talking. I talk about, give me a topic and I'll talk about it. I just don't know where to put it. And I'm seriously considering launching like a food and drink kind of channel, like where I test foods, because I do all the time. I love foods and drinks, fun things that I've never tried before. I publish those videos in the classic channel, but I don't think a lot of the people subscribed to that channel care. So expect probably 1, maybe 2 videos a week in the classic channel. One is probably going to be a 7 list, and that's likely going to be something around a tech topic, or something around a controversial topic, something with technology, gadgets, gizmos, software, popular topics in the realm of tech. The Geek Lifestyles channel, this one, LockerGnome, will continue as it really has been with TLDR. Now I do it 5 times a week. It's published as a podcast every day, or all 5 days. You can subscribe to that. Anybody can. That's just audio. The 5 videos do exist on this channel, but we only make 2 of them public, Monday and Friday, since those are the AMAs. And those are anything goes. You really define that. So I'm very happy to keep doing that. The Q&A bonus videos, I do one of those every weekday. Those are just exclusive to my patrons. And now I'm seriously considering launching a separate Star Wars channel. This, by the way, I've been sitting on. This is my frustration. I've had this for a week or so. I've been waiting for it. It's the 6-inch Bosk Black Series. The jaws articulated. This was sent to me. It was a surprise from DorksideToys.com. And I'm very, very happy about that, because I would have wanted this in my collection. I've been waiting to do something with this, because I know that if I unbox it, if I showcase it, if I highlight it, where am I going to put that video? I already know the Star Wars hauls that I've been enjoying doing. I don't think my existing community of who might know me knows about them. Now, there's an existing community waiting for me to connect with. The Star Wars fans, because believe you me, I connect with them on Twitter all the time. I follow like all the Star Wars podcasters. I follow all the news, and I'm up on that stuff. So I know there are different people that I'm going to connect with who may have no idea that I do the other things. So I know, I realize that it's going to be dealing with smaller sub-communities, but still being very much Chris Pirillo. And I'm very happy to be Chris Pirillo, but I have to carve myself up further and more delicately balance that. It's a challenge with the classic channel because I've done so much in it. But I think the 7 list videos that are edited and the car reviews, I think, could be a decent foundation. I've been talking with Jerry Berg, a.k.a. Barnacle Nerdgasm, about doing Geek Out on a more regular basis. That would likely exist in this channel. I'd imagine a possibility we could launch a separate channel and manage it. At this stage, it would probably continue to exist in this channel. If we can find sponsors, I think we could do it on a regular basis. But I'm still following up with that because it very much fits a lot of the people who know about me right now. And that's who I'm trying to accommodate, but I'm also trying to move beyond that. So thank you for your patience and understanding and just how difficult it really has been to be able to accommodate those types of changes. You've got to be able to shift and understand, well, as much as you might want me to talk about this, and as much as I think it's a fantastic product, by the way, this is the My Pocket 7. You can boot Windows from a flash drive on pretty much any PC, or as much as you may want me to talk about the Sphero Ollie, which I think I'm not going to be holding on to this one. I don't know what you would do with it. I posted the brief video to Facebook earlier today, so I guess I'm giving it away. I hate saying that, though, because giveaways, sometimes you reward the wrong people, and I don't want to do that. Or as much as you might be interested in what El Gato sent me. I know that that's for a certain type of person. I have to start separating my resources by topic, and that is not going to be easy. I don't. What's the best way to find it all? Subscribe to it all, I guess. Subscribe to the topics you're interested in. Um, I only really I've got the LockerGnome Twitter account, the Chris Pirillo Twitter account. That's probably the best way, honestly, Chris Pirillo, or at this stage the LockerGnome email newsletter. But to discover all the things that I'm doing on a regular basis. Um, I don't have the answers. I really don't. But I have to break it down by topic. And I think the people who are going to be most happy about this news aren't even the people who are fans of Star Wars. I think it's going to be the people who don't care about Star Wars who are going to be very happy about this. Doesn't mean it's not going to leak into other things. So that's what I wanted to say today. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know where. But I'm tooling that. I'm figuring it out to better accommodate how YouTube wants me to do things. And they're not telling me. I see statistics. I understand how this stuff goes and flows, and I want to try to bring as much happiness to everybody as I possibly can. Can't make you happy, but I understand the things that you like and the things that you may want more of, and I think it boils down to topic. There are certain things that I know are more valuable, and those things usually go to my patrons. And there are things that I think are fun to talk about, or exercises, or general things that I think are more popular, and those will go into edited videos. I'm doing my best, and I appreciate all the support. Like I said, I just cannot stress enough how important those who have decided to support me at $2 a month have been. You've been absolutely pivotal in doing what it is that I do, and giving me enough of a ramp. You will always stay at the center of my focus. Those people who do support me in that way. I am also considering. I don't know if it would consider it a YouTube channel type of thing, but launching video courses separately, teaching, and those wouldn't go onto YouTube because I don't know if the knowledge would be valued as much. Unfortunately, with YouTube and ad revenue, just to explain, what it is that I know is only as valuable as how many people see a video, and that's not right. I really don't think that's right. I know I'm not great at production. It's never really been my bailiwick, but I got to work within the resources that I have at my disposal. So I'm probably going to be doing an entrepreneur video series. I might be doing a media production video series as a joint effort. Things that I think have value. I certainly can't just give away for free anymore. It just doesn't work. You don't do that. You just don't do that. And being an entrepreneur for 20 years, these are the things that I'm kind of having to do. So thank you for your kind attention. Thank you. If the video title caught your attention, then maybe you were interested in what the hell was going on, or maybe you didn't listen at all and you said, "Oh, thank God! God, just shut up about it already." The Pirillo vlogs are pretty much a family channel now, which is awesome. Daddy, baby, mommy, family, fun. Some geek stuff, of course, flies in there all the time. I'm doing Periscopes every day live. It's usually like a Q&A, just very, very casual. Those only live for like a day. See, some people, I guess, take their Periscopes and they publish them to a channel for posterity. Where do I publish my Periscopes? Because I don't know. They're just not, to me, they're just ethereal. They're good for the moment. It's a zeitgeist. Like, you're there and then it's gone. If I want to save anything, I'll vlog it and put it in the vlog. So, thank you. All I can say is that I'm doing my best with the resources at my disposal. Thank you for paying attention. I do appreciate it. And, of course, stay tuned for more information. Follow me on social. And keep paying attention, even though I realize it's more and more difficult for people to do with as many great things that are out there today. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you. At this point, however, I'm going to leave you to your own devices.